Here's my full breakdown of February 2026. 34 trades total, only 10 of them profitable. That's a 29.4% win rate, which is honestly pretty rough. I started the month at 49,567 after already being down from my 50,000 starting capital from January, and I ended February at 49,370. So, an additional loss of 197, bringing my total drawdown from the start to 630, which is about 1.26% of my initial capital. February itself cost me 0.39%. Small in absolute terms, but the underlying stats tell a different story. My profit factor came out to roughly 0.885, meaning for every unit I made, I lost more than that overall. The average winning trade was around plus 98.5, and the average losing trade was around minus 46.4. So my R to R ratio looks decent on the surface, but when you're losing 70% of your trades, that advantage just doesn't hold up. The biggest winner of the month was a DAX 30, DE30 trade on February 13th, plus 501. That single trade basically saved my February. Without it, I would have been looking at a loss closer to 700 instead of 197. That's a scary level of dependence on one trade. The biggest loser was a GBP/USD sell on February 13th at minus 117.65. Same day as that big DAX win, which made it a wild session overall. The streak data is where things get really telling. I had a losing streak of 10 consecutive trades from February 19th through to almost the end of the month. Mostly DE30 scalps that just weren't working. That was a brutal stretch mentally. My best streak was 4 wins in a row on EUR/USD around February 5th to 6th, which gave me a nice plus 205 run. Instrument-wise, I was heavy on EUR/USD in the first half and shifted to DAX in the second half. Most of my DAX trades in that late February window were losses, with the exception of that big February 13th trade and a plus 91 to close out the month on February 27th. Bottom line, the month looks survivable on paper, but the structure underneath is something I need to fix. A 29.4% win rate is only sustainable with a very high R to R, and I'm not consistently achieving that. I'm also trading too frequently. A lot of these entries were forced. The goal for March is fewer trades, higher quality setups, and not letting one instrument, looking at you DAX, dominate the second half of the month with repeated losses.